Welcome to my meditations. In my book, I have talked much of going within to find the answers. And although it is often difficult to find a few moments of peace in our busy lives, I would like to offer you several short meditations that you may find helpful. Depending on how many meditations you would like to try, may I suggest that you start with meditations 1 and 2 first. Meditation 1 is to connect you with your soul, which is the essence of my book. Meditation 2 is where you can meet your guide, who can then be with you during further meditations, if you so wish. Before we start, here are a few notes to bear in mind. I have deliberately kept these guided meditations short, because if you are new to meditating, your concentration may need to build up, and I want to make this an easy and enjoyable exercise for you. When I first started doing guided meditations with my students, I didn't realise that for some of them, giving themselves over to meditation was a concern for them. So if this is new to you and you feel uneasy about letting go, there are things we can do before we begin. I suggest that you can say to yourself, I am completely safe and protected. It is safe for me to learn this way. You may also like to imagine sitting within a pyramid of white light, or say a prayer or whatever makes you feel especially safe. I'm aware too that some people cannot visualise well, so if you have a problem with visualisation, try and recall a room in your home or a favourite place you have visited to reassure yourself that it is possible to recall some images. However, if this is still an issue during the meditation, try to concentrate more on what you're feeling, or maybe you'll hear some words or even see some colours, and these can all mean something for you. When we meditate, we are working within the sphere of universal love and asking for remembrance of the knowledge that we already hold. However, it may take a while to receive information if you're not used to meditating. If you don't get very much the first time, repeated efforts will reap more rewards, just like exercising muscles. And some impressions may come into your awareness later on, and it may be good to take a note of them when they do. Another useful tip before starting is explained by the word gap for when you're opening yourself up to do this work. The G stands for grounding yourself, the A is for attuning yourself, and P is for protecting yourself. Grounding is good because it keeps us anchored to the physical level, helping us to be centred while we're doing this work. To do this, first start thinking of white light flowing down through our bodies and out of our feet into the ground. The light then moves downwards, curling around the roots within the earth as an anchor for us. Attuning yourself is just allowing yourself to open up to receive. Protecting yourself, as already mentioned, is putting yourself into a pyramid of white light, or saying a prayer, or whatever makes you feel safe. You are also automatically protected when your intentions are spiritually focused. At the start of each meditation, I mention getting our brains into alpha mode. The description of the brain's alpha mode is a wakeful state characterized by relaxed alertness. One more thing which I believe is very important, as with all meditations and spiritual practices, is to learn how to close down afterwards. By this, I mean closing down the energy centres or chakras which connect our physical bodies with our spiritual ones. The chakras are situated at points along our spine which will open up automatically when we are doing this kind of work. If our chakras are left open after working in this way, this may make us vulnerable in picking up other people's negative energies when going about our day-to-day business. I would suggest that the easiest way to close down is to imagine zips running up the front and back of the length of your spine, then mentally zipping them both up from the base of the spine to the top of your head. I will remind you to do this after each meditation. Closing down your chakras is also a useful thing to do too if we find ourselves in stressful situations with others, thus preventing us from picking up any negative energy.